Hello everyone, my name is Eroslan. I'm Relationship Manager at Green Funding Office of Trade and Development Bank of Mongolia. And thank you for inviting us to this storytelling session today. Firstly, I wanted to talk about the moment when I personally felt the urgency of climate action. It is sad to say that I do not have a specific moment of feeling the urgency. Well, I grew up in Ulaanbaatar city, and as I remember, when we grew up, air pollution was a major problem in our city every winter in Mongolia. At that time, I didn't realize that it was an issue. It seemed like it was a casual situation. However, as I grew up, I realized that we need to act on climate change. Well, there are many causes of air pollution if you mention it. Ulaanbaatar is the coldest city in the world. Coal is the main source of energy in the production of electrical power using steam generation. Furthermore, Gir districts, which is a form of residential district in Mongolian settlements, well, it is dominated in the city, which provides their heat from burning raw coal. Well, despite the climate change problem, Mongolia has an incredibly beautiful nature. My favorite memory connected to a place would be to a place in Mongolia would be Huskul province, which is in the north, which is located in the northern area of Mongolia. Well, I traveled there to see the largest freshwater lake called Huskul. It is the second most voluminous freshwater lake in Asia and holds almost 70% of Mongolia's fresh water and 0.4% of all fresh water in the world. The tour gave me a very deep and authentic insight into the country, and I loved every part of it. From then, I realized that we need to protect our nature and nurture it to prevent climate change, to remain the nature in green way. Well, Mongolia has a marked continental climate with long cold winters and short cool to hot summers. With a total population of fewer than 3 million, Mongolia has one of the lowest average population densities of any country in the world. Furthermore, the country's west steppe is home to one of the world's last surviving nomadic cultures, and its nomadic way of life has been unchanged for generations. As for the economy of Mongolia, it has traditionally been based on agriculture and livestock. Mongolia also has extensive mineral deposits. Therefore, mining is the principal industrial activity in Mongolia, making up 30% of all Mongolian industry. Well, another important industry is the production of cashmere. Well, there are many remarkable things about living in Mongolia. Well, our country has enormous history, captivating culture, and a beautiful nature. Besides the ongoing climate and economic problems, I really believe that we can turn all these obstacles into an opportunity in Mongolia. Well, activities related to the sustainable development and the circular economy have potential to be extended in a greater scale, opening green business opportunities for small firms in rural areas, and therefore helping to diversify the country's economy and reducing dependence on the production of a narrow range of primary commodities. Well, as a relationship manager of Green Funding Office, we are primarily responsible for the implementation of sustainable development, seeking opportunities for financing green projects, monitoring risk assessments, and recognizing green loans through the baseline data. In 2012, TDB, Trade and Development Bank of Mongolia, partnered with the Dutch Development Bank, FMO, and became the first bank in Mongolia to implement an environmental and social risk management system fully into its banking operation. TDBM also launched its internal environmental and social responsibility policy with corresponding procedures and evaluations in accordance with IFC Performance Standard 8. Energy, agriculture, mining are considered as the major sectors in Mongolia. However, these sectors are the major cause of greenhouse gas emissions and climate change.
If we stop considering the climate pledges as just a buzzword, such as net zero by 2050, and continue to make continuous and actual commitments, countries, companies, and individuals all at the same level, then I am hopeful that we can effectively address the climate change.
The idea of TA support through ALP came up from the Minister of Environment and Tourism of Mongolia. So we were really excited when the MAD first approached us with the proposal to collaborate with a specialized company on the development of the ERT tool, which means emissions reductions tool, with the help of ALP assistance. One of the major challenges that the bank faces in financing green projects is the convergence of financial and non-financial information of those projects. Exactly this challenge has been successfully solved by the ERT tool, making it possible to actually recognize and classify green loans by estimating possible GHG emissions reduction for each project. The first step in the development of the ERT tool was defining the most relevant to Mongolia's economy areas, such as energy efficiency, renewable energy, farming, transport, building, waste, fuel conversions, water, in which major national enterprises operate their businesses and therefore for which financing is much needed actually. After areas are defined, the next step was determining the baseline data for these areas in the country, which laid the foundation for the development of the ERT tool. Moreover, the main challenge in the technical assistance process for the bank was finding baseline data for the 8 sectors chosen for the ERT tool development, since the elaboration of such data itself is quite limited in Mongolia. To address this challenge, we efficiently cooperated with the specialized ERT tool development company and the Mongolian Sustainable Finance Association to build the tool targeting Mongolian economy based on available data. One of the main benefits of the technical assistance received is the elaboration of the corresponding guidance document by the specialized company describing the working process of the ERT tool. With this document, the bank can better understand the tool and further fully implement it in our Greenland operations, thus much contributing to the development of green finance in Mongolia.
Currently, we are using the ER tool to verify the impact of green projects and programs of our small and medium enterprises and corporate clients, which we finance with our recently published Green Business Loan. And the ER tool was a great starting point for financial institutions in Mongolia, where we didn't have a dedicated tool to measure and verify the impact of green projects. And being able to do so will significantly accelerate sustainable finance expansion in Mongolia. So all in all, we are much satisfied with the ER tool, and which is developed with the great help of ALP's wide connection and continuous assistance. So we'd like to thank you for the tireless effort of ALP team in shaping sustainable development across Asia. Thank you.